with Ken Griffey Jr.
Bunko, right?
Now, back about a year ago, we started playing around with this idea. We naturally had to do all kinds of life cycle testing and figure out exactly how we were going to do this. But once we put out a product with our name on it, we know it absolutely has to be solid. So we re-engineered the entire reg. We run it through a series of tests. After it gets manufactured, we have the manufacturing facility right on the premises. Okay, so we manufacture everything right here. And each reg is handcrafted. And what I mean by handcrafted is we actually take each body, each bonnet, and all the components inside the reg and hand match them to fit that reg perfectly for the best performance. Okay, so it's not like mass production where you grab a bunch of springs and pins and screws and put it all together, slap it on a tank, and out to go. That's pretty much what China does. That's what I believe happens with two-thirds of the reg on the market. They come from China, they're not pre-tested, and you're not exactly sure what you're going to get. We have the dual burst disc system, the 1800 for safety, and of course ASTM requires and DOT requires the 7500 for the high pressure burst disc. And what we do is we gas these regs up 3 times, once of course during assembly, again after they've gone through the whole system, and then after mounting, they go back to the mounting department after everything's built, picked through and built and tested, and they go back to the mounting department where it gets mounted, and that's where they get filled to 4500, and they get dumped in it's a tank of water, and then we get to watch to see if anything there happens, and then somebody else from there takes it, and if there's any issues with it, it gets rejected, and it gets run through the cycle again. If not, it gets cleaned, bagged, and shipped and out to the customer.
Damn. I mean, if you couldn't tell if if these were made in the USA or not, you guys put a couple subtle hints.
Yeah, a couple. You like that?
On every part of it. I mean, there you go. You got it on the bottle, you got it on the manual, you've got it on the bag itself too. I mean, I'm proud to be an American, but you're like, God damn it, we're proving it. You guys are buying it here. And we were talking on the phone earlier, and you're bringing up the great point that a lot of people are coming back to, this back to basics thing where you want to buy local, shop at your local store, play at your local field, have some human interaction,
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
And what I also wanted to mention, the Reg Swap program.
Mm-hmm.
With the Reg Swap program is for the guy who's had his system for a while, and now he realizes his reg and his system sucks. So what he needs to do, is he needs to call us at 877 Ninja USA.
That's cool. Come on.
What I can do.
What was that number? Just that number again. That's all I need.
877 Ninja USA.
Ninja USA. It's so USA. It's in the effing number.
And we'll remove the rag for a price, hydro the tank, get it back to business for half the cost of it would for a new system.
Nice.
And we'll take care of it for him. Yeah, any output pressure. And of course, if you refer to the website, in the comments field, when ordering a system, because you can order just a standalone reg too. Everybody can see that at the website. And if you want a specific output pressure, you don't want to mess with the system. You just want to get it in the mail, open the box, screw it into your gun, go fill it, and go play. We can set up the pressure for you. You want 650, you'll get it at 650. You want it at 450, fine. If not, they all come at 8. You leave it as it is, you screw it into your gun and go.
Neat.
And it's good to go for you. So we offer all the services possible, the reg swap and everything else that we can do for you.
That's great. I mean, you've got it all here. I mean, that's the best part.
Of course, it's all in the manual and it's all on the site.
Yeah, so you're making it idiot-proof. Even I could own a Ninja tank and be able to mess around with it with the full understanding that once I'm sitting here with this blown-apart diagram of all sorts of little hoops in front of me, I'll go, help me.
No, it's not quite that bad. It's all numbered. See, here's the deal. You only really got to mess with it one time.
Oh.
Okay, you only got to mess with it one time and then forget about it. You set it for 650, you leave it at 8. set it for 450, and then you go play with it. You never have to deal with it again.
That is so cool. I mean,
it's pretty maintenance free.
Okay, one last thing before we go, since we're talking about scenario and stuff. Yes, it's not to siphon your bong water out for reuse. This is the whip. Whip it good. So
yes, the whip. An interesting idea. A coworker came up with mine. He goes to the scenario games, and he decided that the scenario guys don't need to take the tank out of their butt pack.
Yeah.
So all they need to do is insert the whip and fill from there.
So when you have your huge 90 in your back tactical pack, you're like acting like an effing turtle trying to get the thing off. You can just pivot the thing around, attach it up, fill it at the fill station, take the whip back off, turn around, and go back out on the field. You don't have to take the straps off, pull it, shimmy it out of the thing, get it filled, push it back down inside, you know. That's wasting precious noob poning time, you know. So,
yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. And these guys, you know, some of these guys got a lot of gear on. They got their 30-pound gun. They're having a great time, and they don't want to waste time taking it all off at the fill station, right?
Yes.
Yes, I thought it was a good idea. I don't go to many, I don't do the scenario thing. I've seen it, but I wouldn't know what to guess they need next. They know what they need.
Exactly.
And of course, that's been a hot number. It's been a hot number for us ever since my coworker just recently went down to one of the big scenario games, and it was a big hit.
Who is it? Anonymous has a question. What's the lifetime of the Reg?
The lifetime, as far as a warranty, it's got a 1-year warranty on it, but the lifetime of the Reg is indefinite. As long as there's no, any problem with like severe damage, I can't see it not lasting for years and years. I mean,
it's a freaking big hunk of metal.
It's indefinite.
Well, you've got your thread saver on it. You know, if you toss it in your bag, you put the thread saver when you're done with it. I mean, you shouldn't have to worry about anything. I mean,
you shouldn't have to worry about anything. Now, here's the key: if you for some reason drop it and damage the bonnet or damage the threads in any way, on the website for like $6 additional, you can order a secondary bonnet. And so if you ever need it, well, actually they offer a brass and aluminum alternative, so it's an option. You can order it with the aluminum bonnet and have a brass on the side. I like the aluminum. I like the aluminums for the weight-wise. The brass ones are just a hair heavier, but they're a little beefier, a little heavier duty. And so, all the for the ASA, I recommend you put grease on the threads each time you use it, whether or not you have the aluminum or the brass bonnet. But yeah, for $6 additional, you have the backup bonnet in case you ever damage it.
That's beautiful. I mean, everything about this is great, except for one thing that I gave you a little shit and warned you about earlier. This thing right here. Why do you have the splat for Ninja in red?